What's up, GSF? How's it going, man? Getting my Instagram up still. What's good, Mr. Chief? What's good? How's it going? How are we doing today? All right, we are almost live on Instagram. All right, we should be live on Instagram. Okay, up on Insta. How we doing, dudes? What's up, Graybush? I got cards today. We're gonna open some Desert Storm packs. I'm looking for the Saddam Hussein trainer card. That's the goal today. And then maybe play some Arma. If anyone's got any Airsoft questions, feel free to ask. I am not playing Uno. No, not much is hype for Uno today. Uno's not happening. Not a lot. How you doing? I'm good, man. I just got back from a little vacation. I was out of town for a couple days. Nowhere fun. I was just in Ohio. Yeah, I bought these at a thrift store. I'm excited to open them. I already did one, so I can show you what to expect because I already opened one and it wasn't that great, unfortunately. So, but I'll show you guys what I pulled out of it, and we'll see if we can get the. So they come with like a sticker. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on some overheads. Can I have a free gun? If you show up to Bolt Bash October 3rd here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you could maybe get a free gun. It's possible. Leviar short stroke kit. I thought we got those in stock. Am I crazy? Or maybe we custom ordered that for someone. Okay, it looks like we didn't stock them, but we can order that. That's a part we can get. So if that's something you're interested in, shoot us a message and we can probably custom order that for you. Are the sponsored or whatever player codes not working on the list? I don't think that they stack since it's already discounted products. I think that the player codes are specifically for non-discounted items already, just because of how like map pricing works with certain things. That might not be for every product. I'm not too sure. So I can't give you a confident answer on that. But usually our discounts don't stack. So do a giveaway, but only I can win. I see. I got you. Had surgery on my foot last week, so doctor said no LARPing. That sucks. Any sort of like work on the legs and feet is never fun. Have you ever done any irradiated events, games / scenarios? I have not. Let me look that up real quick. The Stalker game? Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen these before. I haven't done one, no. Looks like it could be fun. Where do they host them at? Oh, is this one of the prison? Am I crazy? Is it the yeah, it looks like the... Is that the... Yeah, that's the Crescent prison. Okay, so they're near here. Oh, well, I should definitely go to one. How can I get a Ross discount? Well, JK. I mean, hey, if you want a little discount code, I can hook you up with a little 10% off of something if you want it. You know, always shoot us a DM. I can do a little something. Nothing crazy, but I can do it. Ross, are you coming to our Green versus Tan at the Den end of next month? Yeah, I do plan on doing that. I think Eric is going to come up with me. Eric was bugging me wanting to go out and play. I haven't been to the Den before. It's something I wanted to try, and I figured the Sector 7 game would be a good one. So I was actually planning on doing that. I'm not confirmed yet, but I don't see why not. So I'll probably be there. New location for Stalker are going to be in West Virginia. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm close to West Virginia. I'd be down to try it. I haven't done any of them. They look fun, though. I like a roleplay game that has a little bit more gameplay centric, which this looks like. These photos are very cool, though. I like the kits and everything. Would you guys support me playing Airsoft in Europe next weekend? It depends on what kind of support you're looking for. I don't really know how we could support you in doing that, but I mean, you know, shoot us a DM. Show support for Speed Arena in UK. Maybe. I mean, let us know what you want. Like, DM us. It's gonna be hard for me to talk about it right here, right now, because there's a lot of different ways that support can be provided, and it really depends a lot on different things. So give us some more details. Sorry, my cat scratched my finger. You can't see that; it's dark, but it's kind of messed up. It hurts. All right, I'm gonna turn this light on so that we can see a little better while I maybe open some cards here. You get to see my dirty background. I haven't cleaned this office in a little bit. Any update on the AK MTW order? So, Wolverine did give an update. I believe they posted it publicly. It was kind of just about their shipping times, when things are going to be going out. Let's see if I can find that, because maybe I can just play it for you if I know where it is. Here we go. Got a little duplicate there. All right, let's see if I...
This is Rich, and I'm here at Airsoft headquarters, and give you a little update on AK. So, a few months ago, we posted a video right here saying this. We are targeting starting shipping sometime in the April to May time frame. And keep in mind, even if we hit that, that's when we start shipping. It doesn't mean we will have shipped all of our pre-orders by that point. And even if we had shipped all of our pre-orders by that point, it doesn't mean they will have arrived at your particular dealer. Your dealer will have gotten them into inventory and informed you and shipped it to you by that point. First shipment went out May 22nd. And as we said, that was the first shipment when it started shipping. We know there's a lot of people that are really...
Cursed desktop background. Come on.
These are being assembled in the U.S. by a small...
I love Evangelion.
We're putting these together so we can't produce hundreds and hundreds of these overnight. We know it kind of sucks when you've been waiting on one for a long time and you see post online somebody else has gotten theirs already. But really the only...
When was this posted?
Nobody gets any for months. Well,
2 weeks ago?
Inventory. I don't really think that's the best way to handle it. As it is now, we built the whole first batch out. We got the second batch in, and are actively working on building it out now. And we will continue filling and shipping orders.
Basically, they shipped out a batch. They're working on a second batch. They're going to be shipping it out soon. I mean, this is the most up-to-date information that I have, is the video that they posted. So this was sent to us by our brand guy, as kind of, you know, where they're at right now. So I have the same information as you guys. Obviously, as soon as we get them in, everyone who pre-ordered one from us is going to get them first, and then the rest are going to go up on the website for sale. So hopefully that's sooner rather than later, but I don't have an exact estimate for you, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you. About to play some Black Ops 3 Zombies. What map should I play? Black Ops 3? That's the one with, like, transit and stuff. Transit was always fun. I used to play with my brothers a lot. But I personally did really like the trench map, the World War II or World War I trench. I think it was World War II, yeah, because it's Nazi zombies. World War II trench map. I forget the name of it, but I thought that one was fun. I also am, like, a fan of doing the Easter eggs and stuff, so I liked going in the robot's foot and all that stuff. I thought it was cool. I also haven't played Black Ops 3 Zombies in so long. I'll tell you, Black Ops 2 Zombies was my thing. I used to play that all the time. I was a big Moon guy. I liked Moon and 5. Was it called 5? The one with JFK. How's Eric doing? Miss his face like everyone else that has moved on to bigger and better things. I'm glad you're still here, Ross. Yeah, I appreciate that. Eric's good. Eric's been busy. Eric's getting himself married soon, so he's been very busy. Yeah, he came up and we played some Airsoft at Augusta not too long ago, so that was fun. And yeah, he'll be at the Den and Sector game next month, and I think maybe TRP this weekend if anyone's local and wants to say hi. Poor baby, do you need your boo boo kissed? Yes, please do. You can see my big old finger boo boo there. It hurts. Owie. U.S. Airsoft is the best Airsoft. Explain why. I can't really explain why. I haven't played Airsoft out of the U.S., so I really don't have an answer for you. I would say that like gun culture in the U.S. probably drives Airsoft to be more of a hobby because you can buy a gun and go shoot it for probably about the same price, and a lot of Americans do that. Whereas in other countries, since you don't have access to firearms, Airsoft is kind of the only way of doing that. So then it's treated more like real firearms rather than like a toy and a hobby. Like in Japan, I feel like they use it more for like a real firearm replacement in the sense of training and stuff. But as I said, I haven't played Airsoft out of the U.S., so I can't say that it's the best. But it is fun. It's definitely fun. I didn't think Jedis got married. Jedis, I'm pretty sure, do get married. I think, do Jedis get married? I mean, Anakin was engaged to Padme or whatever. Jedi are generally forbidden from marrying or forming emotional attachments. As the Order believe these desires could lead the dark side. Is that why Anakin turned? A woman made him turn to the dark side? What? However, the rules change depending on the era and specific circumstances. Interesting. Anakin Skywalker secretly married Padme. A union that ultimately contributed to his tragic turn to the dark side. That's crazy. Things you learn. Things you learn. Kiandi Mundi had like 6 wives. LOL. What a goat. What gun do you run? Well, it depends on the kit. I usually run the gun that is allowed for my kit and is kosher. Like for the German kit, I run the KA4 model. It's a G36. I have both a KWA and an Ares version. So that's what I run for that kit. But if I'm gonna go just like run and gun and play a little bit of some weekend airsoft, I think my go-to is either gonna be my Jag scatter gun, because I love a good shotgun, or my my EMG Mark 47 with a Phoenix in it, because it's got all of the M4 parts on it. So it's like an M4 ergonomics, but then it takes AK mags, which I have so many AK mags because I like only run AKs. And the Phoenix is just an engine that I just like. I think it runs really well for CQB especially. For Speedsoft, I don't really play Speedsoft. I mean, if I'm doing CQB, it's probably going to be my Jag scatter gun. I do have a high kappa that I used to run every now and then. I don't really run it very often now. I have like a G&G little just like PDW with a tanker stock, which I would probably run if I was trying to do something like that. But I wouldn't really call myself a Speedsoft. I don't really have a Speedsoft dedicated build. There are a handful of guys here, though, who do. They have a lot. The KA4 is hot. I want to do one. Yeah, they're really nice. And they're not like overly difficult to do. You need the Ultima handguard, which you can either buy or 3D print. And then you need the IDS stock and top rail. And then you need an extended outer barrel and a flash hider. So a couple of replacement parts externally. But honestly, I didn't like G36s until I built this kit and I started running them. And I honestly love it now. I love the way they feel. I love how big they are. I really do like it. Have you seen what Zulu is doing? ACR MWS Zolu? What? And it isn't gas blowback? Oh, what? Oh, what? ACR MWS. Tokyo Marui? Is that what you're saying? Zolu? What are we talking about? Angry Gun? Oh, what? Huh? You have to clarify that. I don't know what we're talking about. Sounds cool, though. You got what maps are on Black Ops messed up, but I agree that Black Ops 1 is the best one with the original maps, Moon and Solid DLC maps. Wait, what is... Oh, you're right. Black Ops 2 was... Did I even play Black Ops 3 Zombies? What was Black Ops 3 Zombies? Redemption. Oh, it was... Wait. Huh? Oh, that was one with the gumballs, the Shadow of Evil. Yeah, I didn't really like that one that much, unfortunately. It looks like they have the classics in there, though. Kinder der Tone 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, Moon, Nocturne Tone, Verrucht, Shinokuma. Those are all fun maps. Those are all a lot of fun. The other ones they did, I wasn't the biggest fan of. But Black Ops 2, the maps were cool because of all the Easter eggs. I like them. I think that my least favorite was probably the underground, like, Western one. but I really liked the prison. Alcatraz. I think Alcatraz was pretty cool. Zolu Airsoft, the people Anthony works for. How have I not heard of Zolu Airsoft? You mean Zulu? Anthony is in Antec. That's Zulu. That's Zulu 24. Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about right now? I'm confused. I'm confused. For G36, do you try to use the fragile G36 mags or do you go for the M4 mag adapter? The G36 mags. M4 mags are not kosher for the kit, so I don't run them. In fact, even the PTS ones aren't kosher unless they're like the old gen specific ones. Yeah, definitely I do the G36 mags. I do the stock mags that they have. And you shave down the rivets on the side that connect them, and you tape them off, and that's kind of how they ran them. Yes. Okay. Thanks for the clarification, Graybush. I still don't, unfortunately, know what gun you're referring to, but if you want to shoot it over to me in a DM if you see some about it, I'd love to take a look. That sounds interesting. But I want to open some cards, so we're gonna try to focus this first. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you guys in focus here, so that we can look at the cards together. Okay, so it comes with like a sticker on top here. I think this is a sticker. No, maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's got the British flag on it. Isn't that cool? All right. First up, we got the F11 Art of Arc. It's funny because this one's actually one that the Gear Locker sent me in an order already. I actually have it on the wall back there. It was the first one I pulled out of this too. So, must be a pretty common card. F1 Eagle. It's pretty cool. These are like all vehicles, except I think this one's really funny. 10 City. 10 City goes hard. We got the USS Eisenhower. That's pretty sick. We got the Agile F-14. If any of you guys like Desert Storm vehicles, these are the cards for you. They give it to you. Battleship Cannons. There you go. I wish this was a card game. I could just be like, I summon Battleship Cannons. I summon AH-64 Apache helicopter. And then we got the M109 howitzer. Wowie. What a card. So that was one pack of cards. That cost me $2. These are obviously very vintage. They don't print these anymore. But I thought that was pretty cool. But I already opened that pack because I couldn't help myself. But I have 4 more packs here that we haven't opened yet. So we'll get through that. You just sent it to me. On my personal or on Amped? I'll check right now. I'll take a look. When I had an SL-9, I wanted to run the G36 mags, but they were failing constantly. I couldn't keep enough working to run it, but this was also 2015. The mags aren't much better now, but I still run it for the sake of kosherness. So, okay, I see your story here. Cannot wait to show this off when it's done. Here's a prototype of the ACR MWS in existence, and no, it's not being made by a big company, but this is a big deal. Oh, that looks pretty sick. Okay, I'm very curious in that. I'm very interested. I'm very interested. It's my favorite fighter jets, F-14 Tomcat. Well, if you ever see me at an event and I have it with me, I'll give it to you. All right. Let's see here. We're going to open up another pack. I'm really hoping for the Saddam Hussein trainer card. That would be a huge W on my end. I would be very happy with that. These are so old, the stickering has it's gotten like stuff on the, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, on the top one. I think that these, the Saudi Arabian flag, I think that these maybe like go together to make an image, like a big image. That's what I would assume. All right, let's see. I got them upside down so I can't see them, so I'm gonna flip them for you guys first. What do we got? M60's reactive armor. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. It's hard for me to read it looking through the screen like that. KC-10, the flying gas can? That's sick. Come on, big money. That's what I'm asking for, Graybush. Cross fingers. Everyone do some good spirit dances for me in the chat. In the trenches? We in the trenches out here, boys. We in the trenches. Oh, I did too. All right, I'll do that one first since we already saw it. Anti-chemical gear. You need that. Yes, the ones make a big poster. Okay, I'll just see if I can make a poster. I doubt I can with only 5 packs, but... HMMWV, the Hummer. UH-60A. Very cool, very cool. Ooh. Oh, what is this? The Tomahawk Cruise Missile. Yo, that's pretty sweet. And I like that this one's tall. I'm putting that to the side. Maybe that's my rare. Do I get like a rare per pack? I don't know how these work. FA-18 Hornet. Dope. Pack number 2. Let's do pack number 3. And then maybe we'll do the last half hour playing some Arma. We'll see. We'll see if we even get into it. We'll see. All right. We got another picture piece. This is the bottom right corner. Looks like it connects to that one there. So we might... Oh, no. I'm totally wrong. All right. We're not even close to getting one. That's fine. Patriot, the second interceptor. That's cool. I like the rocket ones. F-15 dual roll Eagle. How many POV cameras do you need to become a YouTuber? 1. You only need 1 camera. Doesn't even have to be a POV. It could be something else that's different and interesting, as long as you know how to edit it right and make it look cool. But you really only need 1 camera. You don't need more than 1. In fact, you don't even need a camera. You can probably sit down in front of your computer with Microsoft Paint and just retell the story of how you played Airsoft. You can do anything. The world's your oyster. 90s warfare was definitely a different type of warfare. There was no one that could go toe-to-toe with us. That's fair. It's also really funny that they were making trading cards for 90s warfare. Love from Zone 37. What's up, you guys? Good to see you here. We're opening some Desert Storm cards, which we got. Ooh, the Stealth F-11 7A. Wow, that's cool. I love a stealth bomber. Mail call. Mail call. We're looking for that Saddam Hussein trainer, guys. We'll see it. Will you guys be at Midsummer this year? Probably. We usually do Midsummer Nightmare. If it's not on our calendar, then no. We might have another event that weekend. I'm not too sure what the dates are for that. Check our event calendar. Everything that we're going to be at is going to be on there. So, oh, General Yosak. Hey, we got a man. We got a person. Not Saddam, but we got a person. Unit size is B. The Chinook. Let's go. Chinooks are sick, I'm not going to lie. Oh, I should have showed you guys first. Another person. Who is this? Lieutenant General Kelly. The man, the myth, the legend. I don't know who these people are. Maybe you guys do. Maybe some of you war nerds know a little bit more about this stuff. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. All right. That was another pack down. Speaking of camera angles, I ran a 360 cam at Theta Cell and didn't know until after the event that the back of my head blocked everything. I was devastated. Oh, was it running like back there? That sucks. It was so hot, we were getting 5-minute film segments for our cameras was shut down from overheating. We considered making it a story time video with small clips for reference. I mean, that's a great way of doing it. I run that issue with our GoPro Hero, our minis. We have some GoPro minis, and they're bad. They overheat really, really bad, and they'll like quit working on you. So it's definitely a pain. Yeah, holographic Hussein for the win. Absolutely. I wish I could pull it. That's my goal right now. I have 2 packs left, so maybe it could happen. It's supposed to give the service members something to look forward to and try to collect them all. I remember them, but I'm old. That's actually really funny to be like, let me collect my general's trading card. I wish more people made trading cards nowadays. That'd be fun. Y'all gonna be at Guardian Center this weekend? Is that where Iron Horse is? Because yes, we're gonna be at Iron Horse. Is Iron Horse the Guardian Center? I think so. Perry, Georgia? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna be there personally, but the AMP trailer will be there. Kurt himself will be there. We will be there, so. But yeah. We're going to be at Iron Horse this weekend. I believe we're cutting off pre-orders today, maybe. They might already be cut off. So if you need anything, definitely pick it up now if you haven't already. All right. Going into another pack here. Let's see. What do we got? I got a corner of someone pointing. It's the rest of this guy pointing. I know that. So that's cool. I have a corner image. All right. What is a tank? What is it? I don't know. Ross and Graybush, what's good? What's up, Honda? We're opening cards. M1s, move out. Become a fighting pilot. You heard that, y'all. Apache attack copter. I can't read. I knew what it was supposed to say. Multi-launch rocket system. All right. Dang, was hoping to meet you. Yeah, I know. It's a long travel time for me, and I just came back from my own vacation, so I got to be in the office for a little bit and get things done. But if you want to make the trip up to the Den next month, I'll be there. I don't know. It's probably not close for you, but medical support. That's what we need in here. He needs some milk. Iraq Scud missile. Iraq Scud missile is kind of funny. All right, last one of this pack. Desert Storm Slang. Some of these cards are interesting. I like these. What's good, my guy? July 28th, y'all. The new LCT MP5 is coming and comes with amazing upgrades out of the box. Sounds like the Pro Series is about damn near 450. Interesting. I wonder if we'll get those in. We haven't gotten much LCT in recently. I think it's because the tariffs have made it a bit more expensive, but I'm not sure. But hopefully we stock the MP5s. We never stocked their M60s, which I did want to check out, so we'll see. All right. I got another corner. This is probably this completes this one, I think. So no, it doesn't, no. Okay. All right, I'm missing a bunch of corners. I have 5 corners that don't make anything. All right, last pack. Please, 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 give me the card I want. Marine APCs. Does anyone have experience with the new brushless KWAs? Not the KWAs, but I've heard good things. LCT just announced it, was totally excited and been waiting for it. I'm looking forward to it now. You got me looking forward to it. Well, you sent me it, didn't you? I think you sent me something else that you got. Yeah, we do know you're an MP5 junkie. Being a fight pilot is one of the jobs that the government invests into most, or all pilots are worth over $1 million. I mean, I believe that. They're handling aircrafts that are worth millions, if not billions of dollars, so I get it. Top Gun. That's kind of cool. Why am I doing them upside down every time? M2 Bradley fighting vehicle. All right, I'm going to flip them the other way, so maybe they're not upside down. Ah, look at that. They're right. Oh, battleship cannons. That's a duplicate. My first duplicate, guys. Already have battleship cannons. All right. The Agile F-14. Very nice, very nice. E3 AWACS. Very cool. 2 cards left. Can we do it? Can we do it? E2 Hawkeye. It's the last card. Please be Saddam Hussein. Please. A7 Avenger. My heart. Oh. All right. I've got a stack of Desert Storm cards here. Maybe I'll include them in a giveaway in the future. We have two generals. Someone tell me if I pulled anything worth money. I think the answer is no. But there we go. And then I got all these cards. These cost me $2 a pack at the thrift store. So it was $10 for all those. So I'd say that was well worth $10. I got about 20 minutes of entertainment out of it. All right. I was thinking about buying the new Ninja SL3. What's your favorite tanks? What is the Ninja? Is that the regulator? Oh no, that's their tank. Oh, okay. Those ones are nice. What there are ones that we have right now that I actually really like. I think they're HK. Yeah, the HK Army Alpha Airs. I think those are pretty nice. Had high hopes for you. 50 cents. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. How much? Actually, let's look it up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I made that way too big of a full screen. Apex Ridge Milsim. What is up? Let's see, any comments over here? All right. But yeah, the HK Army Alpha Air, I do like those. Just exterior and feeling wise, they're very lightweight. They're pretty nice. This is interesting. So we have 36 sealed for $50. I might buy this. I'm not even lying. Yeah, 50 cents is what Topps was selling them for. 50 cents a pack. I spent $2. That went up 200%. I was gonna buy the Alpha Air, but the SL3 is supposed to be lighter apparently. I'm not sure. We don't have the SL3s here, so I couldn't tell you if they're lighter or not. But I'm sure you won't go wrong with either. They're both higher end tanks that are gonna perform pretty nicely for you. So. Okay, so they have multiple series. These are the ones I had, the Victory series. So I guess the Victory series were after the war. Or at least when we're winning. The 1991 Desert Storm set. I don't know. I wonder if that's just a different set at the same time. Which set was the Hussein card in? Did I have the Saddam Hussein rookie card? I'm jealous. That's what I was trying to pull today. If I pulled it, I might actually send it out to get graded just for the shits and giggles. It can be found in the 1991 Desert Storm trading card pack. There are two main versions produced during the Gulf War, both released in 1991, the Pro set and the Topps set. Is the Topps set... Bro, wait, hold up. This one's signed by Ronan? GMR signed this? Hang on. Signed by GMR Ronan is crazy. That's actually wild. Oh, man, that's funny. Mine is Pro set. Gotcha. I wonder if the sets was it even in the set that I was just pulling? So I'm saying rookie card. What set? This is the Victory series. Okay, so they did release it in the Victory series, which if I'm being honest, I kind of think that the design for it goes a bit harder. $5,000. This guy's asking, it's 10 gem mint, $5,000. See, that's why I want one though. If I could get it graded and have it in the case, I think that'd be hard. But a gem mint 10 is crazy, and then asking $5,000 for it is also crazy. But yeah, that's the Victory series one. Because then the other one is this one. This is the Pro set one, which I believe you're saying you have. So I guess they did two different versions. Maybe this isn't the Victory series. Maybe this is just... Maybe they didn't put it in the Victory series. Yeah, because this is just Desert Storm. Yeah, I think it wasn't even in the cards I was pulling. Or maybe it was. Yeah, because this guy says he pulled it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to assume it probably was, and I just didn't get it. Womp womp. Maybe one day in the future. What ruck items do you use for MSW that you find are worth mentioning? For me, it's my Jetboil, my Swagman, my inflatable pillow, and root beer powders. That's very fair. If I'm being honest with you, I don't bring a lot of stuff with me. I bring like the bare minimum. I know Eric's talked about it on here before, but I'll say the same thing he does. We don't like doing jet boils and like doing the mountain meals and stuff because it just gives us heartburn. It's a lot of sodium and stuff. So we kind of eat like gerbils, just like pack like dried nuts and fruit bars and stuff like that, and kind of just like eat pretty bare minimum. We do a big meal before, big meal after, and just kind of like almost low-key starve the weekend. A lot of water, obviously. Trying to think, what ruck item did I have at Milsom West that I was like, that I really... You want to know what? I didn't bring it to the last Milsom West, but I probably will in my next one. I have like a really small portable like handheld massage gun. I'd probably bring that for my legs after some of those rucks. Day 3, my legs were destroyed. They were killing me. But I mean, I don't really bring like an inflatable pillow and stuff. Like, no, I lay out on my on the ground, put my head on my ruck, and pass out. I just get so tired I fall asleep. So I don't know. I don't really bring much. A lot of my gear pack too is like kind of consisting of like cameras, extra batteries, stuff like that for media. So I don't really have the most opportunity to ever for really packing heavy. So in the words of our Dark Lord, do it. Is Hitler installing in these packs? No, it is Desert Storm. You said dried nuts. When did I say that? Did I? All right, I'll believe you. I'll take your word for it. Oh, dry. Oh, yeah, I did. Talking about the food at Milsom West Packing. I did say dried nuts. Yeah. Listen, some dried nuts with like a little bit of sugar. Some peanuts in there. They're good. My neck is messed up from a wreck years ago. I'll burn the massage gun from. I'll bum the massage gun from you next time. They're nice. I really do recommend it. It's definitely worth just like throwing in the kit, or at least having for the hotel after the fact. Definitely worth it. I did order a Classic Army MP5 from his shop in Canada and the Surefire handguard. Nice. I'll have to send a photo when you get it together. Update on the Well Pro M249. Shit fucks. Glad to hear it. Chapstick, baby wipes, and dried shampoo is a must pack. I mean, that's fair. I don't feel the need to have those personally. Having baby wipes or some of that sort to, both for bathroom purposes and also wiping your face down in the morning can do a lot. I really do think bringing a toothbrush and toothpaste, brushing my teeth makes me feel so much better. I personally don't really feel the need to shampoo. I mean, I'll just come off feeling gross either way, so that's just me. But definitely probably helps. We'll be stopping by tomorrow after work to pick up an order. Got a new line for my multicam setup. Very nice. Very cool to hear. Same place as the Bolt MP5K, so got a deal on both the CA and the Bolt. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta go old school. I sent him the top handguard for the Maglite. I think it's pretty sick. I'm currently installing Arma mods. So hopefully we can get in a game here soon. How much water should I bring for Balcar? That's a great question. I mean, it's really a personal thing at the end of the day. I drink a lot of water. I'm a big water drinker. I find that drinking water makes me feel better 100%. It makes me less sore. It makes me less headachy. It makes me less tired. It makes me more alert. I think water is just great. let's see. I just want to check real quick what the tax op lists for water. Because you have to keep in mind, you are drinking medic water on the field. So as long as you're staying in combat and you are, being a part of the action, you're gonna be drinking water, which I think is a very good way of handling that. But I think that there's a requirement for the amount of water you actually have to bring. I think that they require. They don't say. I remember some. I think for Black Sea Storm they recommended 4 liters of water. I think I brought 5. I usually bring water bottles and I stuff them in my ruck and then I carry 1 on my kit. So I think I had 3 water bottles and 1 on my kit. So I think I had 4, which would be 4 liters. I think I carried 4 liters with me. But then yeah, you're drinking water as well. Yeah, Cademan 5 liter is the golden amount to bring if you don't know your own limits. I personally bring 4.5 and use the water sled for cooking. It tastes terrible for drinking. Yeah, see, I'd say 5 liters is a good call. I did 4 because I knew I wasn't cooking, and I knew that my squad was going to be getting in some action, and I was going to be drinking down medic waters. I probably drank down 6 medic waters over the weekend, and then I finished 3 of my liters of water. I actually came home with a full liter of water undrank. And I also do the alkaline high pH waters so that you get a little bit of extra hydration. That's just me personally. But yeah, I didn't do a hydro either. So I know like with a hydro, you're kind of prone to drink more water because it's kind of more accessible. I'd like reach in a pouch and, undo the water bottle and stuff and drink it. I could really only do it when we had moments of breaks. So that's just my opinion. 4 to 5 liters, you'll be good. But if you're planning on cooking, I would probably go with 5. Ross, how's your OG build coming? It's coming. I ordered a QXL light the other day from the Gear Locker. Actually, he is slowly, steadily supplying my entire Delta Force kit. But I have to do some modifications to it to make it kosher, and then attach it to my rifle. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Why bring water when you can bring a life straw and reuse your pee? I'm a water hack. Yeah, that's definitely not good for you. I've seen people use the life straws. I'm not a big fan. I mean, of course it works, I'm sure, but like I don't trust drinking water out of a river, even through a straw that's supposed to filter it. I'll just bring my own. I mean, I guess it's probably not a bad thing to have on you in case you really want to use it. But like the last AO that we were at, there was no water source. I don't know if I think Balcar has water, but I don't know if there's a water source. Is anyone from the AMP team going to be playing a Guardian, Alva Squad, and Tan Black? Caleb will probably play on Tan/Black, if he plays. I don't think Kurt's going to play. I would be surprised if Kurt plays. But never say never. But they'll be at the trailer all weekend, so definitely say what's up, say hello, hang out with the guys. They'll be up there all weekend, so... I still have the giant mag light that takes like 6D batteries. Yeah, that's what I was telling them to put on it. Like what type of Delta's kit? 90s or modern? Yeah, it's gonna be 90s. So the first kit I started with was the Acid Gambit kit, which was when Delta Force went to Panama in '89. So that is like very, very early. They weren't running nods. They weren't running sights and stuff. They had the 723 M4s with like a big dive light underneath. And that's how I'm building my rifle, is to fit that configuration. But at the end of the day, I'm doing more like a 90s Delta Force, the Mogadishu Black Hawk Down style. The rest of the kit's kind of matching that. It's the DCU with the helmet and everything. I just want the replica to be able to go back in time and then still be good for this kit, because I don't have to build out 2. So that is the Delta kit I'm running. I can show you. I think they're really cool. I have 2 of the, I'm just downloading mods, y'all don't have to see that. I got 2 of the Delta Force helmets here. So this is one that I've painted and outfitted. It's missing the back pad here, but this is the full ear ProTech helmet. So they would sand these down and paint them. And then I have one that's a little bit more set up. This is the half cut ear one, and it's got the IR glint tape. It's got the PVS-7 mount with the dust wind goggles. It's got the strobe on top, and then the PVS-7 battery pack on there, as well as a This is a old Aerocom headset that they would actually modify for this. So this is accurate to how they would do it, besides the fact that, some of it is a little bit more modern, made to look older. But this is how they'd set them up. So that is my Delta Force helmet, and then I have the Delta Force chest rig here, and this is what they would run over top of the TG Faust vest. So a lot of pieces to put together on that. But also, speaking of that, since I just noticed this is right here, those of you asking about water, this is actually what I bring to games. I bring this Essentia. It's alkalized alkaline water. It's got 9.5 pH. It is 12 fluid ounces, and I brought, I think, 4 of these with me in my bag. Maybe 5. Maybe I had 5. I think 4. I think I had 4. But I didn't finish one. This is literally from my last Milsim West game. I haven't opened it yet. I've been leaving it in this pouch because it fits perfectly and it fills it out. So that's what I've been doing. Got a jet, guys. Have a great one. Talk to you later, Ross. I'll keep you in the loop with the build. See you later, Honda. Why is there a recent online debate in regards to MSW and other companies? Do you see MSW as the ultimate realism and everything else is open play? I mean, I don't see it like that. I wouldn't be surprised in even the slightest if others do see it like that, though. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on where they play and the event organizers they have. I think that there's definitely levels to it. Like, I would say, you're going to find different players at a Milsim West than you would at any other game. And people are going to take the games more seriously depending on where you're at. I don't think that it is necessarily the ultimate realism. I think there are plenty of people who do it well, but just differently. I think like some good examples of that is like BAE, Broken Arrow events. They do more like Vietnam reenactments, but it's Airsoft, and they keep a very strict realism thing, and their games are like sometimes 4 days long, like they're 4-day events. So I would say that could even be more intense than Milsim West to a degree, depending. So I wouldn't say it's like the one and only, but I definitely do think that it's a step up from your typical Milsim game, and it's doing a lot. It's doing a lot more than you might be used to, and it's definitely worth trying out if it's something you've ever considered. But, like, it's also, there are different play styles for everybody. I mean, some people don't want to sleep in the woods and play all night and do stuff in night vision. And I totally get that. Some people just want to, play all day but still have that, like, Milsim feeling. So there's an even ground. There's a middle in between. I like the idea of MSW, but don't understand the enthusiasm everyone has for it when it comes to the rucks. I mean, it's part of what makes the game fun, I mean, what sets it apart from other games is going to be the ruck. It's hard, it's difficult, nobody wants to do it, but whenever you do it, you realize, why it's there. It makes the game harder in a way that is hard to replicate without, physical exhaustion. I just think it applies a lot of those principles to the game. It's something you kind of have to go to and experience to really get an understanding of. You can totally trim the amount once you know how you're going to be fair on the field, but to start, don't be the guy that brings 1 liter. Yeah, definitely bring more water than less. You'd rather have extra than not enough. You'd hate to be asking people to borrow waters, or even worse, drinking your squad's medic waters as recreational water because you don't have enough. That is the worst. You have limited resources. Medic water is a resource that you want to keep track of. You do not want squad members drinking it because they didn't bring enough water. Just saying it. Don't be that guy. If it's a colder event, I can do 3 liters, but for an event like Balcar, I consider it hot, so 4.5. That's peak American CAG. It is. I agree. Makes me sad when people use open play as a derogatory term, as it's the lifeblood of Airsoft, and the less open play happening, the less alive the hobby is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, open play games are great. I love open play. I play it all the time. I think that using it as a way to describe like larger milsims can be a bit, rough to those milsims because they are doing their best to separate themselves from a standard game. But I think like both are so important to our industry. I mean, without you know, local airsoft games, you know, whether they be open plays or like absolute shitball games, which unfortunately we've all been to. I think both of those are doing their own job and role in helping the community just as much as like these big milsims are that support players who have been in it for years. So I think that there's a lot to be said about it, but at the end of the day, different strokes for different folks. So are you doing it in Woodland or the Desert Chocolate Chip BDU? It's DCU. So the three camo, the three pattern camo, Desert Camouflage Universal. I forget what it stands for. DCU. So it's not the one with the chocolate chips, but the other one. But then for the Acid Gambit one, it would be M81, is what it is. So Woodland. I'd rather be more involved in battles over rucking more with little battles. Well, I mean, there are plenty of battles at Milsim West. I mean, big battles that you get into as you play. So it really goes both ways. The game is what you make it at Milsim West, 100%. It is what you make it. If you have a really hard time with the ruck and then don't really want to get into all of the firefights and actions, I mean, to be able to get in the action at Milsim West, you kind of have to really get in there. You gotta put yourself forward for it. So I get it, but as I said, different for different people. A lot more logistics and sustainment with MSW since it's continuous. Yeah, and you can see that in like there are other obviously forms of games that you can get that in. I mean, Gun Gamers does a good version. Stag Ops does a version where it's pretty long, but it's still not completely overnight and such. I mean, there is a lot of stuff. A lot of different games, a lot of different organizers, a lot of different people making really good events that I recommend going to. The biggest thing I can say is don't write off any event organizer or any event until you've tried it yourself. No matter what other people say about it, no matter what their opinions are, until you've gone to an event and played it, I wouldn't say anything. Just because they're so different and also important in their own ways to the community. And I think it's important to support them as much as we can, whether you're playing or not. MSW ruined hiking for me because now anytime I have to hike, there's not cool airsoft fight at the end of it. It's bullshit. Well, yeah, exactly. And you wanna know what? I love hiking, so like I get it. I get to hike and shoot people. Wow. It's a lot of fun. That's funny. Kind of just realized how loud my game audio is, or like on my stream, but I should actually turn up my game audio in game because I can't really hear it. All right. Dang, I've been yapping this whole time, having so much fun talking to you guys that we only have 8 minutes left in the live, and I am on my first life at Arma. We didn't even get to play Arma. I'm not even gonna make it to the objective before this runs out. That's crazy. Is this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, it's to the right. Oh. Stream audio is fine. Okay, that's good. It's so weird because I'm obviously talking through a mic and the audio is coming out of a speaker in front of me, and I don't want you guys to hear the audio from the speaker back into the mic, but then I also don't know how loud my desktop audio is for you guys, but I need it loud enough for me to hear. I don't know. I need to do a better gaming setup. I wanted to set some up like at my house so that I could game for longer and hang out, you know, in the evening with you guys, but I just don't know really how that works. Only 8 minutes left just for enough time for a game of Uno. How crazy. That is crazy. What why do you like, is this a bit or are you in love with Uno? Am I missing something here? What is going on? It's funny. As I said, I'll play Monopoly maybe, if that's a possibility. All right, let's see if we can get down here without murdering ourselves, huh? Also, not that I'm going to be able to play it on stream, unfortunately, but Hell Let Loose Vietnam Open Beta is again this weekend. So if any of you are interested in playing some Hell Let Loose Vietnam, they'll be running their beta again this weekend. I'll probably be playing. Maybe I'll live stream it if I can get this set up at home, but that probably won't happen. Let's be so for real. Let's be so for real right now. If I tell you it's a bit, it ruins the magic of the bit. You're right. You got to commit to the bit. That's the one thing you got to do. You got to commit. You can't not commit to the bit. Is it lagging for you guys? I'm looking over at my stream stuff, and it looks laggy, but my game is, like, clean. So I just want to make sure it's my end and not your guys's. Is the Oppenheimer sticker still downstairs in the bathroom after all these years? We put it up there, like, 10 years ago. The Oppenheimer sticker in the bathroom. Maybe? What does it look like? I don't know. It might be. Is that an enemy helicopter or is that ours? Oh, that. Okay. Let's get up in there. Let's get some action in. I don't know what the Oppenheimer sticker looks like. There's a lot of things in this building, though, that have been here for ages. For a long time. And I don't know where they came from. But they're posted up, stuck up, all over the place. Was on the toilet lid. Oh, then no. I think we actually replaced the toilet lid. I think the toilet seat broke and we replaced it. Was an airsoft shop in Ohio we used to dog on. Interesting. I'm not familiar, but that's funny. I have, by the way, I'm hearing no audio right now through game. Oh, I guess, no, you guys are. I see it going up and down on your end. That didn't do anything. Oh, and that's gonna fucking kill me, I bet. Oh, I'm getting, yep. See, I don't even know where I'm getting shot at because I can't hear it. That's okay. We're about there anyways. To reiterate, if anyone has the Saddam Hussein trainer card, I will trade you all of these for it. Let me know. I have a stack here. I want one card. That's all I need. So trade it. All right. All right. All right, let's hit our closing statements. Let's see, what do we got going on? We are at Iron Horse this weekend, guys. Iron Horse, that's in Perry, Georgia. The guys are going to be down there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Definitely make sure you come on out and say hello to Caleb and Kurt, who will be working the trailer. They will be there all weekend long, dropping off pre-orders and doing sales to the trailer all weekend. So definitely make sure you say what is up. Next month in August, we have Hidden Ward 2 by Lion Claws. In September, we have American Milsim Copperhead 11. And then October 3rd is Bolt Bash, Amped Airsoft's annual swap meet and vendor expo here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you are in the area, or even if you're not in the area, it's worth traveling to, it's worth coming out to. We have vendors, we have players selling things, we have gameplay going on, we have prizes, we have raffles, we have free patches. And we have the Amped crew, who's obviously here to hang out. So definitely make sure to come out if you can. Where can I get furniture for my LCT RPK? We do carry LCT stuff. If you want to message us, we can custom order you parts if you need it. Otherwise, I would say a place that has readily available inventory is probably e-bike. I mean, maybe there's some other local dealers who carry LCT, but I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, obviously, e-bike's gonna have you covered, and we do carry it if you want us to custom order it as well. But we don't carry a lot of the LCT parts because there's just so much of it. But you can always let us know. Do I have anything else for you guys? I think that's it. I think that's what I got. It was a fun live. Y'all kept me entertained today, which was good. But, okay. I'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday for the Lunchtime Live. Maybe we'll play Uno. Who knows? Probably not, but maybe. Probably not. All right.